Welcome to Talk Birdie To Me with former world number 16 Nick O'Hearn and Tour Pro Mark Allen, live from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters. And thanks to our great partners, Host Plus, the official retirement partner of Talk Birdie To Me. Driving a BMW is like hitting the perfect shot. Smooth, controlled and powerful. Titleist, the clear number one ball in golf. FootJoy, the number one shoe and glove in golf. Better, when the greats bet, they bet with Better. Ping will help you play your best. And the Golf Clearance Outlet, who beat everyone's prices. Now, here's Nick and Mark.
G'day everybody, welcome to this Talk Birdie To Me mini. We're not doing what we normally do because we had to get our 5 points in order. But Dan, can you tell everybody what we're talking about this week?
He's covering his pretty good.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I'm like a school
been,
kid who doesn't want his test copied.
You have been very, very secretive over there. Okay, this question comes from Mick from Bedford in the UK. Mick has got a suggestion for a top 5, which I think is really fun. Hey guys, can you please list the top 5 golf rules that you would like to change? Thank you, Mick, which I think is a really good one. And it's particularly good because these are kind of 5 things that, in your view, if you change them, would be a real plus for golf. So that would be very helpful.
Yes. Well, I've got a couple serious ones and ones that just suit me.
I will snake it, so you go. We'll snake it, so you go first, Mark.
I just thought of another. I might have a top 6. Okay. Who's going first?
Mark, you go
Mark's
first.
going first.
You know what? There is one that I know people will be crying out for, but I bet neither of us have done it.
Right.
All righty. And I'll write that. I'm going to write that down.
That could be 6, maybe.
I'll write that down there. I'll write that down there.
Okay. I'll write that one down as well.
Yeah, write down the one that you reckon people would like, but
you might have already written it down.
Number 5. What do you got, Mark?
All right, at number 5, we've spoken about this before, and I think it makes sense. It will keep people playing the game. We won't lose people to golf, and that is if you've got the heebie-jeebies and you can't do the Nick O'Hearn, which if you're a right-handed putter, you go left-handed. If that doesn't work for you, I think in handicap competition, we bifurcate. And you can anchor. You can use a long putter in club comps if you're a handicap player, if it keeps you playing golf.
Interesting. 3 of mine are bifurcating, and one of them was that actually.
Oh, really? So not if you're a pro.
Yep. Okay, I'll just cross that off.
Not if you're a pro, and not if you are playing in scratch amateur events, elite events. You can't use it then.
Yes. No, I like that. All right. Well, that can be my 5 as well because that's a similar thing what I was thinking.
All right.
Okay, so I'll go over to my number 4 because we're going to snake it,
Yeah, we're going to snake it, yep.
Dropping the ball from knee height, I don't agree with. Bring it back to shoulder height. Okay?
Oh, that's going to stuff up my number 1.
because number 1, okay. Yeah. It looks as though you're like guilty of something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I've got to put it over there. It's not a good look.
It looks like you're cheating.
It does, yeah, it does.
Like when you started
this
the game,
was ridiculous.
We
over the back.
used to drop it over the back.
Yeah, shoulder height. That's fine for me.
That looked right.
Looked reasonable, respectful.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to cross out my number 1. All right, because my number 1 was get rid of the drop altogether.
Right.
I hate it.
I preferred lie.
Place the ball.
Place the ball.
You've already got a penalty. Place the ball. And you know this crazy situation.
What about a free drop?
The free drop?
Like GUR or you've got TIO or something like that.
No, I'm a believer in making it all simple. So even if you give yourself a good lie, it's not going to change golf, you know. I mean, at the moment when you've got, I don't know how many drops you've been taking lately.
Not a few.
I'm deadly. I can see a patch of grass that I want the ball to land on.
They may
and
introduce
I just
that
go
into,
bang.
They may introduce that into college programs, how to drop a golf ball properly.
Yes, that's probably right too. But I would get rid of the drop altogether. If you're in, because you know the crazy situation where you drop it, it bounces over there. You drop it again, it bounces over there.
I get it.
And then they get to place it.
I know.
So
third time lucky.
You can place it when it's on the green. You don't have to place it when it's off the green. Just place it everywhere. And if someone gets a good lie, who gives a rat's?
No, I think drop it from shoulder height. So there you go.
Rightio. All right, well, we've got different ones.
We still need a bit of chance.
Hang on a second. I've been writing these down. So we've had, Mark, your 5 and number 1, Nick's 5 and 4. Is that right?
That's right.
Well, he switched his
wow.
Yeah, well, so
1 to 4 because I was talking about
I switched it because that was my number one. My number one thing in golf was just the place. Get rid of the drop altogether and just play.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to do the maths here. It's not my strong point.
Right,
Now
so
it's
now
your turn. You're number 3.
No, it's my number 4.
Oh.
My number 4.
Oh, my God.
So I played golf at Tara Edie like you have,
Okay. Yes.
and they do something very good there that I think makes sense.
You know what they do really good? And this is not what you're going to
Have
say.
you seen what I've done?
No.
Go on.
They put their rubbish bins
Yeah.
underground. You don't see them.
No, well, I love that. Yeah.
How good's that?
I love
That's
that.
not a rule or anything, but you
That's-
walk along and go, where do I put the rubbish? And they walk along somewhere and all of a sudden they lift something which looks like a little bush. I don't know what it was.
And they
just
put the
pop
rubbish
it-
in there.
And so you don't see
It
anything.
looks amazing.
Looks
yeah.
incredible.
It looks
Right.
amazing. At Tara Edie, they got all the money in the. It's not a millionaires club. It's a billionaires club. Okay, so they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
You know what they do? On Monday, all the bunkers get raked,
Mm-hmm.
and then they take away all those rakes. They're gone. And if you land in a footprint or where someone else has made a bit of a mess in an unraked area, you can just place the ball. Now, this does two things.
Tell you what, I'd be looking for footprints everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is a footprint.
Well, come on, we're all quite honourable with the rules. We're all honourable with the rules. We know. I mean, they ask you to sweep it over with your hand, with your feet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this gets rid of a lot of.
Yeah.
The biggest
We were
angst at a lot of golf clubs is it's always the bunkers.
Well, we were all great bunker players during COVID.
That's exactly right. It's always the bunkers. Now, the committees are under so much pressure to have the bunkers presented pristine.
Mm-hmm.
But we know the man hours, it's too much.
Goes a lot into it.
There is too much. So if they do one big raking of the Monday and then
I like that.
And then if it's in a footprint or if it's in, I'd take the rakes out too. You see, I think what they do is fantastic.
Yeah.
And if it's in an old footprint or it's in an old divot or if it's in, where a rake had been, you just move it.
We wouldn't have a rake pod then if they took all the rakes
Oh,
out.
rake pod is coming.
Rake pod is coming.
Something has to happen first.
No.
Something has to happen first.
You're skating close to the wind,
Just to
Mark.
make my life easy.
Very close to
in
the
my
wind.
world.
Oh, it's so
And
priceless
please,
too.
can you just make it happen soon? And once that happens, then rake pod is coming along.
Look at him squirming.
I
Nick.
know.
He's squirming.
He's squirming
that's
so
another
bad.
one. This is club golf. Okay, this is
Okay.
for club golf. A local rule for club golf. They do it at Tara Edie, and it would take the pressure off management at golf courses right around the world.
Okay.
All right, that's my number 4.
Okay. My number 3 goes back to the bifurcating the rules again.
Yes.
Pros, elite, blah, blah, blah. Let's put some spin on that golf ball again.
Yep.
Okay. Pretty simple.
Yep.
Which kind of lends you what my number 2 is going to be. But anyway,
Well,
that's my number 3.
But see, you and I both now use the Pro V1X, which is the ball that spins, and it goes I think it goes further for me than the Pro V1.
They don't need to shorten the distance the ball's going. Just make it spin more so that miss hits go more offline.
That's right.
And anyway,
That's right.
we'll get there.
So, I think they could really do it. I think they could really do a great job, the ball company. So I'm with you on that. It's not on my list, but I'm with you. So if we're snaking, then I'm going to go to number 3.
No, I think we're completely lost.
We're
But
lost.
all I know is, Mark, you've got 3
got
and
2 to
2
go.
left, and Nick's got 1 and 2 left.
Righto.
So we got 2 left.
So
Yeah.
this one's going to be very controversial,
Okay.
and we might get some hate mail.
Ooh.
All
Let's
right.
change, just for a change.
But again, this is for club comps, which is the only golf that I kind of play these days. I've got to look down the barrel, do I?
Let me just get this further away from you.
Thank
Otherwise
you.
you're going to swallow it.
Thank you. I don't think there's anything wrong with giving a putt in a club comp that is 6 inches long. So I'm going to say in a club comp, if it's unmissable, just to knock it away. And the significance of this is it will just make golf a faster game. It makes it more of a social practice, but it also puts the brakes on when people go too far. Now, I've played at golf courses where gimmies are a social thing to do in a club comp. I've done it.
Yep.
I think we all have. If we're being honest, and I'm being honest, I'm looking down the barrel. I'll probably get barreled at my club for this. But it just keeps the game moving. The other thing, when you're playing with older people, it's hard for them to get it out of the hole. So, if it's a 6-inch putt and you just knock it back to them, I don't think there's any harm in that.
Does that mean you need to carry a little 6-inch ruler
around
with you?
No, you don't.
Because some people will go, well, hang on, this is 6 inches.
No, you don't. And
so
in those groups where I've played in and it is done, if someone's on the way to a performance like 25 points, they're on the way to 25 points is going to be their score, then it goes to 2 feet. Sometimes it goes to 3 feet. Just knock it back. You're only going to have 25 points.
You need a measuring stick of some sort. I don't know. So,
a measuring stick, do you?
I mean, I maybe a good thing that could be introduced for all the flags, pins around Australia is you have a little gauge on it and it has 6 inches or a foot, for example. A foot's a good length.
Yeah.
You want to do gimmies? Well, then, the bottom of that colour there, that starts at is it within that? Yep, pick it up. Maybe that's the way to do it.
Yep. But I don't think people should be vilified.
Okay.
If they're doing the right thing by gimmies. You got to protect the field. All right. And we all understand. We don't want to give someone putts, when they're on the way to 42 points and they're going to win the comp. And the groups where I've played in where it has been gimmies, that never happens.
Mark, can I play devil's advocate, please?
Yeah, please. This is a hairy one, Dan. This could get me in a lot of trouble.
Well, but I understand why. I think it is controversial. But surely when you have a 6-inch, for example, the example you have a 6-inch putt, surely part of the test of golf, if you like, is handling the pressure on a putt that is unmissable and you should not miss, but sometimes you do.
Yes.
And surely that's part of the game that you're going to miss these really easy ones from time to time.
That is an accurate thing to say.
So when I help golfers and they're looking at me in whatever, is this a gimme? My comment to them is always, if it's that easy, knock it in.
Right.
So that teaches them to hold those little shortish putts because sometimes that sneaks that 1 feet to 2 feet to 3 feet, and all of a sudden they're going, "Oh, good."
No one gets a 3-footer.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it before.
No one gets a 3-footer in my world unless they're on the way to 25
Well, that's
points.
why I just say, look, knock it in. If it's that easy, knock it in.
But see, what I think is really handy, because a lot of the time, if they've got a 10-footer and they knock it to 6 inches, they just walk up and tap it in. But a lot of the time, it's when they've chipped it to 1 foot.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of them coming up, walking all the way, marking their ball, blah, 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 you just knock it back. And it saves you 30 seconds.
I get it.
So that's where I think it's really, really good for everybody. Or if, an older bloke, all right, if he's got a 60-foot putt, he's at the best putt of his life to that far, just stay there. We'll knock it back to you, mate.
All right, before we move on to the next one, Nick, your verdict on that suggested rule change of Mark's, agree or disagree?
Personally, I disagree.
You've played in groups of gimmies though.
I know. And I don't. I know. And I keep saying to people, knock it in.
Righto.
I always say to them, knock it in.
Well, this is my top 5.
Okay.
It's not match play.
It's
match
not
play,
everybody's.
Match play, you have gimmies.
So match play, you have gimmies. That's
exactly,
right.
but that's match play. It's one-on-one. Not against the field.
Yeah.
You're protecting the field. You got to remember that.
Well, that's got to be part of the creed. When you start giving putts, you've got to understand that you have to still protect the field.
Okay.
Oh my word.
Titleist GT, a new class of drivers.
Front 9, back 9, or eyeing the 19th hole, wherever you are in life, Host Plus can help you drive your retirement further. That's a plus.
From Titleist and FootJoy headquarters, this is Talk Birdie To Me. We're here for BMW, luxury and comfort for the 19th hole. Host Plus, the official retirement partner of Talk Birdie To Me. The golf clearance outlet, they beat everyone's prices. Ping will help you play your best. And better, ahead of the game. Now for Titleist, the number one ball in golf, and FootJoy, the number one shoe and glove in golf. Here's Nick and Mark.
Okay, Nick, we still need your number 2 and number 1, and Mark's number 2.
Right.
So I want to go, Nick, to you for number 2 now.
Well, my number 2 was fairly obvious after the ball situation, putting more spin on it. And what will help people, or the pros, for example, I'm not talking about amateurs, in club comps, talking about pros, elite play, is to shrink the size of the driver head down so that the mishits become more pronounced.
That's
basically, very simple. We've been talking about it for ages.
It's my number 2 as well.
There you go.
It's my number 2 as well. And it's telling that it's such an obvious thing to do.
Yeah.
And it would make professional golf and elite amateur golf, it would make the game better. I promise you, folks, it would just make the game better to where if someone got that little driver head out and the ball that spins more and they're taking a risk on a hole that's tight, it makes the game better. Yeah. I spoke to Jeff Ogilvy about this, and you're probably a good one to ask as well. You've played on the PGA Tour at the uber end of elite level. Jeff Ogilvy told me that no pro on that tour hits a 3-wood for safety anymore.
No
one hits a 3-wood for safety.
It's a harder club to use than the driver now.
The driver goes that straight.
They usually hit the 3-wood now if they want to hit a draw. That's a little because it's got more loft. You can curve the ball a bit more.
Yes,
you can curve the ball more. That says it in a nutshell.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right.
So,
well, I think so many players are hitting left to right shots anyway, aren't they? Yeah, to turn a 3-wood, it is easier.
Like Min Woo Lee, when he wants to draw it off the tee, he pulls out the mini driver.
That's right.
So,
but here's the best bit about that as we sit in the headquarters of Titleist, right, is that 50-year-old pros who are on the senior tour, they get it back.
Yeah.
They get the big one back.
Absolutely.
The girls use the big one.
Sure.
And they become the people who sell the GT2 and the GT3. That they sell it to it. But the pros, they're back with this one. Let me get it. They're back with something of that size.
Yeah.
Which is the old Tiger Woods driver that he made famous in his Tiger Slam, the Titleist Titanium 975D. Perfect size head.
Yeah, it's great. The unfortunate thing is it's probably not going to happen. We know this. There is one tournament in the world where they could enforce
Masters.
The ball and the head.
Yeah, at the
various
Masters.
Specs, yes, because they are a law unto themselves.
Yeah, I'd love to see them do it.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
And the
and
reason
make it
they
a half set as well.
Yeah, that's
while
right.
they're at it.
And remember, the reason they want to do it is because their golf course, they can't go back anymore.
They got to keep moving.
The 13th tee is
well, they can. They just keep buying up property.
Well, Augusta Country Club, which is on the same, which shares a fence line to Augusta National, they can't sell any more land to them. I mean, Augusta Country Club, my God, they must be laughing their heads off every time Augusta National comes to a cap in hand saying, "No, listen, can we get an extra 20 yards off you?"
Exactly. Price goes up.
Now we've got one more.
My number 1.
Your number 1, Nick. Yeah. What do you got?
It goes back to bunkers.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you walk into a bunker,
yeah,
you can dig your feet in.
Yes,
you can test the sand.
That's right.
Why do you have to hover your sand iron above the sand? Why aren't you allowed to ground your club?
Well, I would have thought the reason is because the sand iron sits on it and you get a better lie.
Well, that's up for debate. I'm just putting it out there because I do see people in a club, when they make their backswing or something, they
take sand.
They hit a fleck of sand and people go, "Oh, penalty."
Yeah.
It's like it didn't influence at all. If you get some who drag the sand away, like a couple of players that we do know,
then
that's a different story. But I don't mind the old. I don't know. I just throw it in there. Ground the club in bunkers.
I've never penalised anybody because they wouldn't even know they did it. When you actually sometimes when you watch people play a bunker shot, you can see them. They've taken sand.
Yep.
I've never penalised. I've never said to anybody ever that should be a penalty.
No. Anyway, I just threw that in as a number 1 just to be different. Right. It's probably not worthy of a number 1. There was one other.
There was the one that probably the stacks of people wished we were talking about.
Oh, I don't know, but
there it is. I wrote it down.
Where is it?
Getting a drop out of divots.
Oh, that one. No, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, people always say about divots.
That would be. I reckon. I would say 80% of the people.
Else.
80% of the people watching would probably say that they would change the rules to where you get a drop out of a divot.
That's the most common thing people will always say.
But when is a divot a divot? Is it day one of the divot, or is it a month down the track when it's almost fixed up. I mean, do you get a drop out of that as well?
Yeah, exactly. It goes back to your footprint question in bunkers. Is that a footprint?
Yeah, that's right. Is that a footprint?
Yeah. So one I was thinking of, and this, I may get some hate mail for it as well, was because it has to do with the way you line your putt up is straddling the line.
Oh, what? Oh, why didn't I put that in there?
Part of
aim point.
aim point.
I'd get rid of it.
And then lastly, the line on the ball.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of that as well. So aim point, I don't mind, doing all this sort of stuff, but from behind the ball, not over the line, because then it affects people near the hole and around the hole. And
it's not on.
Yeah.
So true to form, Nick, your top 5 turned into a top 7.
7. Yeah.
So well under you. But they were two rippers. Aim point, get rid of it. Line on the ball, get rid of it.
And you did have somewhat that were the same as well. So,
yeah, exactly.
It kind of evens out, I think, about 10. So, yeah.
All right, we could get some more hate mail.
Get ready for that one, Dan.
Well, actually, if somebody's listening and they've got one that they reckon you guys have missed, send it in.
Please.
Let us know.
Give us some feedback. I'm getting quite good at getting on the YouTube and talking to people with their feedback.
Are you fighting with people?
No, I'm trying not to.
No, I've noticed that.
I'm trying. I'm not fighting as much as I used to.
How about on Twitter?
I could fire up.
How about on Twitter?
Twitter, I still have a crack.
Yeah, okay.
Depending on what we're talking about.
You can get a bit grumpy on Twitter.
Good on you, folks. We'll catch you next time.
Talk Birdie To Me with Nick O'Hearn and Mark Allen. Live from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters. Titleist, the #1 ball in golf. FootJoy, the #1 shoe and glove in golf. The Golf Clearance Outlet, they beat everyone's prices. BMW, luxury and comfort for the 19th hole. Better, ahead of the game. Ping will help you play your best. And Host Plus, they can help you drive your retirement further. Now that's a plus. Issued by Host Plus Pty Limited. This is general advice. Consider the PDS and TMD on our website before deciding. Wherever you listen or watch, we'd love you to subscribe and share the pod with a friend. Talk Birdie To Me's executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media. Sound design by Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. And now from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters, that's been Talk Birdie To Me.